What's up, you guys? This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while since starting the channel, and that is the GTA 6 price point. Now, I have some predictions for what's going to happen when this game comes out. And it's one thing to be like, oh, I have predictions, and oh, yeah, I called that. I totally called that. No, I want to get this on record, and so that way I have something to refer back to later where I'm like, see, I told you guys. I told you guys this would happen. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay a while. So, we all know that GTA 6 is going to be the biggest launch in entertainment history. Not just video games, no, entertainment history. So, movies, TV. This is going to make the most money ever. This is going to be the most hype event. I can't wait for this to happen. You know, I tried lining up the birth of my second child for this game coming in October, and then they delayed the game. But you know, every time they delay the game, hopefully that means the game's going to be better. And I think it's going to be more accessible to people. So, and what I mean by that is I do feel like this game is going to come out on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch 2 on day one. It would be ridiculous not to. This is gonna be the biggest entertainment launch in history, and they've spent what 10 years on this, something along those lines. I played GTA 5 for the first time in 2015, but I played that on Xbox One. It might have been 14, honestly, and that came out on Xbox 360 before. So, in order to make the most money out of this game, the launch is going to be huge because, GTA 5 you can get for free, you can get for very cheap because there's that GTA Online component, which, your live service, got to make as much money as possible in microtransactions. That's absolutely going to be a thing with this. GTA 6, that's the real money maker. And you want to compete with Fortnite with live service. Sony keeps trying, they keep failing. They're charging premium price for an unproven IP like Concord, and then they limit it to just PlayStation and maybe PC. We see that with Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox. Why are they doing that? Because they need to have a player base to be able to have the microtransactions. So it's really smart of Rockstar if they can get this on as many platforms as possible, and Switch 2 can run this game. They will make a version that's downscaled so Switch 2 can run this game. Just like with PC, you have your ultra high settings, but they also account for the low settings. So it might not look as good as PS5 Pro. This game could be a PS5 Pro system seller. To be honest, I don't have a PS5 Pro. If I was to get one, it'd be for GTA 6. I will probably play this on PlayStation, but I do think that they will have this on Switch too. Now, as for pricing, I do think this is going to be the first $99 game. $100 for GTA 6. Why? Because they can. They absolutely can. Mario Kart World, $80. And it worked. I mean, it's working, and it's not going to be the last $80 Nintendo game. Yeah, it's been bundled. It's bundled, so most people got it for $50. I'm a fool who bought it for 80. Plenty of people probably bought it for 80. And it's not going to be the last one. Other Switch games, like if Donkey Kong was $80, people would buy it. They are releasing it for 70, which does make me wonder how big that game is actually going to be. But GTA 5 has so much more content than Mario Kart World, and I'm playing it for free on Epic Game Store right now. So they absolutely can get away with $100. The hype is going to be there, but it's not going to but $100 is not going to be the goal of what they want to sell. We're going to see something much like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, where you have this tiered version. So our standard edition is going to be $99. That's the prediction. This is going to be the first $100 game. Other studios are going to love this. This is what they wanted. They want the $100 game. And it's going to work because the hype is going to be there. This game's going to be around for 10 years. They have tons of time to lower the price. They have tons of time to sell it for $70, for $60, for $40, for $20 to give it away for free. Launch is the time they can sell it for the most money. We're going to have your gold edition. This, I believe, is going to be $149, $150. Which is most important, you have a 3-day early access. This is where your YouTubers, your streamers are going to buy the game. They're going to milk those customers who are going to buy the game to write it off for taxes, to make the content. And you're going to get those people who watch the content and are just so hyped, too excited. They've been waiting for 10 years for GTA 6. They're mega fans. They want to play it. They need to play it 3 days early. Maybe it's 4, maybe it's 5 days. That part of the prediction is not important. You're going to have your early access version. There's going to be some other things in there that make it seem worth it. We're going to have some exclusive skins. A season pass, GTA Online, maybe they'll have the season, so you get like season 1 of the pass for free. I don't know if there's really going to be single player content download. That'd be nice, but there's going to be something there with like extra content, like season 1 of the pass, your pre-order bonuses, and then the 3-day access. Maybe some GTA Online coins or something, whatever the in-game currency is. You get $20 of the coins, so it just feels like it pays for itself. And that's how they're going to make the most money. This is their time to sell the game for that extreme, like extra amount. So $150. And I think they're going to sell a lot of $150 copies. We're going to see on Steam, where you can see the player count, there's going to be a lot of people paying that $150. There's going to be a lot of people paying the $100. And then, we're going to have something extravagant here for this like Ultimate Edition. I'm guessing probably $250 to $300. Some statue. What's most important is you're not going to get a physical copy of the game. A couple hundred just BS. But yes, digital. Yeah, whatever. There's going to be some statue or some big edition, big collector's edition for probably like $250 to $300. It doesn't matter. This is where you're going to get your mega fans. And this is how I think the game's going to launch. Across all platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch 2. Usually they would do like PS5 and Xbox first and then save PC for later. But I do think that this game's so big that they want people to buy it day one for these premium prices. And the way to do that is to get it on as many platforms as possible. All the platforms are capable of running this game. And if they will make it so that they can run the game. If they have to downscale it a little bit for Switch 2, it's in their best interest to do that. And, not only that, they have the GTA Online component. So you want all that, you want to compete in the live service market. You need to have a footprint on all of the platforms. So why would they not have it on PC and Switch on day one? Maybe that's why they delayed it. I don't know. But again, it's in their best interest because not only do they want to get the game, like sell the game. It's not just a single player game. There's the GTA Online component. And that's been proven to be very profitable. And that's going to be, we ain't going to see GTA 7. I hate that I'm saying GTA 7, but we're not going to see that for another 10 years. So GTA Online is going to be that revenue stream for the next 10 years. They need it on as many places as possible. And this is the time to sell the game for, $150. They're probably going to, and if they don't have it on the PlayStation and Xbox, or if they only launch on PlayStation and Xbox and they don't have it on PC and Switch, then when it does come out on those, they're going to release it at $100 for that. But for the 3-day early access, this is the only time they can sell that $150 premium content. And for if you've been working on this game for 10 years and you're delaying it, like you want to maximize those $150 copies, because after that, it's going to continue to sell for years to come at a lower price point. You're going to sell it for $10. You're going to sell it for $20, $30, $40, all these different price points. You're going to keep lowering it, and it will work. And eventually they give it away for free because they're like, now the only thing that's making money, we just want to maximize the GTA Online. But yeah, right now, I'm thinking it's the first $100 game, which is going to be just crazy for the industry. You think Mario Kart 8 was bad, and they're going to announce it $100, and people are going to complain. You're going to see a whole bunch of stuff online. Every YouTuber, the video game industry is crashing. $100 games are here. And then the game's going to come out, and we're going to see the Steam charts that the $150 version is selling like crazy because people cannot wait to play this game. And we're going to see the $100 version sell like crazy because people cannot wait to play this game. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy time. It's gonna be probably gonna be a great game. I'm probably gonna buy it for the $100 because it's been so long and I can't wait to play this game. GTA 5 is so good. Just capturing footage for this game, I'm like, wow, this game is huge. And like just after playing Mario Kart World for a bit, like this game has a lot more content. This game will hold my attention for longer, and it's like a 10-year-old game. GTA 6 is just gonna have it's gonna have that just flavor to it. It's gonna have uh it's gonna be so awesome. There's gonna be so much hype. Like I bet people who aren't even playing games right now, who don't have an Xbox or a PS5, I think people are gonna buy systems for GTA 6. That doesn't seem like that crazy of a take, and people are gonna pay that premium for this game. And yeah, we're gonna see a lot of noise online that it's terrible for the industry, that the industry is crashing. $100 games are here. Studios are gonna follow suit. Like I don't want $100 games, but this is gonna push it. If Mario Kart World's $80, this game's gonna be 100, and people are gonna say that $100 is gonna crash the industry. But we're gonna see that a lot of $150 copies for early access are gonna sell. This is a game where early access is gonna work. Star Wars Outlaws, nah, no, that game's trash. This game will sell early access copies. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy times coming up. But those are the predictions, and yeah, I want something to reference when all that noise happens about $100 games and like just people going crazy. I can't believe the $150 copy is selling because this YouTube social media space of gaming. You can say what you want. You can try to boycott. It's not going to work. Not for this. Not for GTA 6. What are your guys' thoughts? Leave a comment down below of your thoughts. Am I crazy? Am I the bad guy here for saying that this is going to work? Because I think it's going to work. I think it's going to be $100 because they can. And then you're going to have studios following suit thinking that they can also do it. It doesn't help that Mario Kart World's $80 because that gives you a point of reference. If Mario Kart World is $80 and GTA 6 is $100, well, our game's closer to GTA 6, so it may as well be $100. Make sure to like and subscribe. That's really helping. That's really causing some momentum on the channel. So thank you. Thank you guys for watching. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate you, especially if you made it to the end of the video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.